I weighted very heavily. I think everyone here on the U.S. team weighted heavily, and we really were able to educate ourselves on what to do and how to prepare and how to deal with everything that's going down here. And if you educate yourself and have preparation, then you can really be ready for anything. And I think we all have the confidence that we can do it. I don't involve myself in politics. I think it's really important for me to really pass the message of love and unity across all nations. Doesn't matter what race. Obviously, with me being African American, I'm very sensitive over a lot of things. But I think it's important that, we should pass the message of love as opposed to hate.
Yeah, well, USA Tennis is here to hopefully medal, and who knows, maybe we could take more than one medal home. So I think that's what we're focused on right now. We can't focus on any movements, especially anything happening in the States. And right now we're focused on the world community and how we can build that to positivity. So if that includes building positivity in the States, then we're all for it.
That's it. It's all about getting ready for action. The Williams sisters, you heard my guy saying that they can go all the way to not just even win the doubles, and of course give the United States of America a good representation, and they're not bothered, carried away by every other distraction that might be stopping them. That's it. Let's come back home now. Cecilia, I've been looking for updates, because that's all I did till about 1 a.m. this morning. I was trying to see when Team Nigeria, we will believe I was reading some of the players and just saying, look, I don't know anything. We're just stranded. We don't know what's going on. Nobody's talking.
Now, Cecilia, it's over to you now. You were trying to explain exactly what happened, when the plane came around.
I was like, okay, we're trying to monitor, what's going on right there in Atlanta, what's happening with the team and everything. But the first story was that, okay, there was a news that, okay, they're ready to go now. The VP has intervened. There's a flight coming down to pick all of them and all that, because the initial one, actually for them waiting at the airports right now for them to travel. The first news was, okay, there's a flight coming in, and when the flight came in, the site was too small. So the players,
they're still in the hotel there. From what we've seen, that's what it looks like.
All of them gathered at the reception.
So at first they're packing it.
This was the first time they packed. They said they were ready.
You're ready. Come, let's go.
So only for them to.
And they got to the airport, and what happened?
The flight was too small. The aircraft was too small.
Really?
So, they'll have. They're already late for where they're going to. So they need a bigger plane where they can stretch and relax all through. About 7 hours to Manaus, right? It's close to that. So they need. Actually in the biggest way they can relax and everything. So now the plane has gone back, and so having a bigger one is coming to take the players.
This is just bordering on ridiculous now. I mean, can it be so hard?
I'm trying to look for
actually, make sure travel arrangements are in place for countries under 23 national side going to represent Nigeria at the Olympics. It is incredible. All the other teams are in Brazil already. How did they get it? How did the basketball team get to Rio without any fuss? It is just incredible.
Reports from even international media yesterday, it was all about Nigeria and the 1996 gold medalist, the first African nation to win a gold medal at the Olympics. It was 20 years yesterday, and everyone was celebrating it. This team that will play this year, 20 years after, are stranded in Atlanta. It's just a pity, because when you look at the story, all the story we've heard coming from Atlanta, at first, okay, they should have made the arrangements earlier, and when they didn't make it earlier, they said, okay, let's do a chartered flight, and they paid, the money wasn't enough, and the guys said, look, we can't move if the money is not complete. For a country like Nigeria, that's shameful. And people...
that's the word. That's the word. Embarrassing. As an Austin, you're not saying a lot.
I'm just particular about these players. I know a lot of athletes who've been preparing for this game since 2013. In fact, some after the London 2012 Olympics. So we've got athletes that are dedicated and are passionate. We know of some athletes who spent their own money to qualify for these games. All they want is let your country step up, stand by your side, and do what is right to, to some point, we're not even expecting so much to be able to compete fairly. And then we're hearing about this with a football team. When we claim to be a football nation,
exactly.
So something is really wrong. It means there's no responsible leadership in place to ensure that this team, since the 29th, what's today's date? The 4th of August.
Yeah.
And they're still in Atlanta.
And we're going to go there, and they play Japan. That's early.
Night.
Yeah. This morning.
Early Friday morning.
Yeah, early Friday morning. That's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That's when they play, and that's the confirmation right there. You wonder, Austin, this is just for you now. I don't know if you're going to change your mind on what you said earlier about Nigeria coming out of this group that's got Japan, Colombia, and Sweden. The opportunities now, Austin, based on what you've seen,
you guys are going to get for me. And all I can do is
you've got a chance.
I can only be patriotic.
Yeah, but you've got a chance.
With all of this going on, you see, it touches down, it goes that far. This is when we keep saying that we need to do the right things. I'm not participating at the games. I'm a true and loving, proudly Nigerian, and I just want to be patriotic, support the Nigerian team. But the preparation is already affecting my loyalty. Such a shame.
Big shame. Big shame. But we'll just round off on this by saying, hopefully, again, these guys get to leave Atlanta today, get to the venue. I don't know how much rest they will be able to get before they go on the pitch.
They will be refreshed. If I have to read something from the media officer from his Twitter handle, Atimi Ebikagboro, he tweeted that the Delta Airline flight is an all VIP aircraft, so that the players can be comfortable all through the journey, so they can arrive refreshed. Really? And he also tweeted that the players are happy. Awesome. Like, okay, come on, don't do this.
God, don't do this. It's not
fun. Don't do this, because I know what will be going on in their minds, that how are we going to be relaxed before the game. No matter what you're doing, if you're playing a game 24 hours before the time, you should be at the venue. I mean, this is...
You should not even
forget. See, sometimes we'll just say that, oh, are they not Nigerians? Don't they understand the situation? They don't. You have a John Mikel Obi in that team. You have a Truth Stekong. You have people that they've been in system and they understand how logistics works, how things need to be done, planned, and then it happens at that time. These are professionals. You don't treat them this way, and you don't expect it to affect them psychologically, because they don't go through that.
It will.
You know the question.
So what's this talk of they're happy? Who is happy?
Of course they're not happy. We all know what it's trying to do there.
They will be refreshed. I mean, the aircraft is very big. I mean, it's a VIP aircraft. They will be refreshed, they will be relaxed, and they won't feel uncomfortable while they are traveling.
We're talking about a team whose preparations have not been too good.
It's even possible inside the aircraft, because from the description from him, I mean, the comforter know that they can even be having some practice section inside the aircraft.
That's just awesome.
That's awesome.
There's a pitch in it.
You make it live. What we have in front of us is just wait. Let this end. Let this football event end, and you will start hearing the genesis of all of this. So it's not good at all. But like you said, Austin, the bad thing about situations like this is it's very likely to reoccur again, because they're going to come back. Nothing is going to happen to the guys responsible for these shameful and disgraceful situation. Nothing is going to happen to them. They'll move on as if nothing has happened, and it's all happy days for them. That's Nigeria for us at the moment. But I don't know. It is really bad. Hopefully the guys actually get to leave Atlanta today, get to Manaus, and prepare for the game against Japan. Give their best. Whatever happens, I think Nigerian fans are actually very intelligent, in as much as they want Nigeria to win all the time, but having followed everything that has happened, with this team now, they will understand if they don't get a good result against Japan.
Yeah, and of course, what Emmanuel Amunike, said last night, when he was talking to him, about the fact that they should just remain focused and not be distracted. And how easy would that be? That was before that he spoke. Immediately he finished talking, I think a few hours later we knew that the proposed trip that night has been cancelled. Yeah. So yeah, some table tennis updates. They're getting ready. The table tennis event will serve up on Saturday, August the 6th at the Rio Central Pavilion in Rio. But it's a tough draw for Team Nigeria in the team event. They've been drawn
alongside China in a men's team event. China's got the world's best table tennis player. There's Zhang Jike there. Remember him? He sees the board and he's winning forever. There's Malong, been drawn against China in the men's team event.
China, Great Britain, and France.
I'm not talking about it.
Wow. I mean, we had the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation asked the president in the studio a few months back, and he actually said he was hoping, he actually believed that the Nigerian team, can actually surprise and upset the odds in Rio and go on to, medal. But based on what we've seen so far in terms of this draw, going up against China in the first match, perhaps it's starting to have a change of mind now. But what can the guys do? We've got some really decent players as well, to Segun Toriola, Bode Abiodun, and Aaron Okoro will be representing Nigeria in the team event. Perhaps they can just, pull up trees that no one ever saw coming.
Yeah, we could expect that against China, and it's going to be difficult. But Great Britain and France, come on, we can.
And then so in the women's singles draw, Olufoke Oshonaike will begin a campaign against Libya's Marina Shahakine, while Edem Offiong will take on Fiji's Saliyi in the first round on Saturday.
I think that's Shahakine. She's about 38-year-old from Lebanon, and for Edem Offiong, 15-year-old Saliyi of Fiji. 15 years.
Right, that's development right there, working. And for Africa's top, top player, Aaron Okoro, has got a bye, first round bye, so he has a big boy. Seeded on 27th. At the competition, he's got to buy into the next round. That's the second round. So that's when he gets to begin his campaign to win a medal for Nigeria at the games. It's going to be very hard for all those guys. There's no doubt about it. But we're wishing them all the best.
All the best.
Edem Offiong, 15-year-old, you're playing. From Fiji, you just have to be prepared.
With a guy.
Cecilia, that 15-year-old, you see her play. She plays like a veteran.
Remember what Olufoke Oshonaike said when she was playing a teenager?
Exactly.
She was saying, "Oh, this is just a small girl," until she was close to being embarrassed, and then she said,
"At 15,
dig deep.
At 15, they put in a lot of hours already."
At 15, she's competing at the Olympics.
I'm amazed at the country she's from, Fiji.
People are working. Cecilia,
all the best for
take us a break. Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. He's not really hinting at it. He says, in case he comes back, so that people will not say, hey, this is how, this is what you said at London 2012 games, because all of us witnesses, he says he was going to win. Like, how old are you? You're still very young. But right now, when he was chosen, by his own peers to actually carry the U.S. flag, leading the big stars. Just imagine Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony. Just look at the big guys now behind him, Justin Gatlin and all of them behind him, and he's the one actually carrying the American flag when the opening ceremony starts tomorrow. He's talking about that, how happy he is, and of course the fact that this may not even be his last Olympics. He doesn't want to comment on it in case he comes back. And of course for Russia, he's the athlete that actually said, look, all his life he may not have competed in the sport that has been claimed. Let's listen to him.
To carry the flag for the United States into opening ceremonies, it's a dream come true. To lead our country into this Olympics is something that I honestly never thought I would have the opportunity to do. And when one of our staff members told me last night that I was selected, I think I had the biggest smile on my face you could possibly find. I was pretty much like a little bit of emotion came over me. I probably shed a little bit of tears, just of joy, just the honor and the opportunity to do that it's incredible. Having just that opportunity to lead the team out. I'm leading, for me, the best country in the world, and to be nominated by your peers, it's a pretty awesome feeling. To be able to have, our firstborn be able to watch. I'll say this just in case of a comeback. My potential last Olympics. Just so you guys don't beat me to death if I come back.